Okay, hello. Hey, so many people. Hey, Sarge, Bear, McYagi, Voltix. I'm gonna guess Steven. So good to see you guys. We're gonna try to make this work today. So some of you know I've been in an epic battle with my internet, and some stuff happened today, and hopefully it's better. So we're gonna see what happens. Let me just click a doodle on the actual. Hey guys, welcome back to Indiana Jones, which is in fact Star Wars adjacent. And we're gonna play more of this game. So yeah, hopefully my internet holds out. I haven't really been able to stream a whole lot in like a month because my upload speed for my internet has been bad. But we determined it. It took 3 techs coming to our house to determine that the cable that goes into my house from the outside is like shredded and is terrible. So he did some stuff to make that look better and work better. And then they're gonna have to put like a new wire in my house, but we'll see. What do I think of people who say there's a social justice warrior agenda in Star Wars? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think if you think having a chick as your main character is a social justice warrior agenda, then that says more about you than it says about the movie. That's what I say. Where was your porg? Oh, you know, that's a good question, Yagi. I should talk to Parsec about that. He might have gotten a little excited. Okay, so where we last left off, we were in this desert, and we're trying to find a thing in the desert, and we're in this balloon.
I die within minutes in that hellish waste.
And Indy doesn't want to go for a walk, so I guess we got to get back in the balloon. I believe we gave up because I couldn't figure out how to fly the balloon. So we're gonna try this again and see if I'm any better at flying the balloon. What the? Cool. Okay. Sweet. How do I?
Must be an updraft here.
That's cool. I don't know where we're supposed to go.
I don't want to land in the sea.
Can we go over there? Like, do I click on a thing? I have no idea how to use this. Who would replace? No one, because Kennedy's not going to go anywhere.
I don't want to land in the sea.
I'm not asking you to land in the sea, Indy. Just come back to land and then land. Whoa, there's more. Okay. Land wherever you are. We'll figure it out. Nomad camp. Hold on. Vent. I want to go here to the Nomad camp. Kennedy's about to, like, get an honorary Oscar. She's not going to get fired. That's not going to happen. I want to go to the Nomad camp. Can we just drop all of the ballast? Just drop all of it. Whoa, okay, dropping ballast makes me go up. Venting makes me go, where am I going? I'm clicking here. Go to the Nomad camp. I do have a baseball hat under my hat. Balloon, come back! Well, that was fun. Arrow keys and WASD don't do anything.
I don't want to land in the sea.
I don't want you to land in the sea either. I want you to land in the Nomad. You can't see my cursor, but I'm clicking on this thing that says Nomad. If I click on the sea, does that change anything?
I don't want to land in the sea. I don't want to land in the sea.
Let's vent some hydrogen and see what happens.
I don't want to land in the sea.
Go to the Nomad. If I just don't click on anything, does anything happen? But yeah, I have a baseball hat on under this hat because this hat's too big for my head.
Must be an updraft here.
So vent the hydrogen. Vent it. Vent it so much.
I don't want to land in the sea.
I don't want you to land in the sea either.
Must be an updraft here. I don't want to land in the sea. I don't want to land in the sea. I don't want to land in the sea.
I have no concept of what's going on.
I don't want to land in the sea.
Can I drag the balloon?
Land in the sea. Must be an updraft here.
I don't understand. I have no idea how to land. Okay, well, now we're going over here.
I don't want to land in the sea.
I want you to land in that island.
Must be an updraft here.
Okay, I have no concept of what's going on. Oh, okay, so space pauses the game. Fun fact. Vent. I just want to land again. Because drop ballast should make me go up. And see, like, there's a compass here that's probably showing wind direction.
I don't want to. Must be an updraft here. I don't want to land.
But that
I
doesn't
don't
help
want to land in the sea.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
I don't want to land in the sea.
Okay, right-clicking is dropping ballast. That's interesting. Oh, and clicking is venting hydrogen. Okay, but how do I aim? Okay. Okay, we landed somewhere, guys. The arrow keys don't do a thing. They really, you point and click everything you do. Okay, so we're here now. This is clearly not where we're supposed to go. Like, even when I walk around, I'm not doing it with the arrow keys. You can't see my cursor for some reason. I must have that setting somewhere. But everywhere I'm walking there because I'm clicking.
I die within minutes in that hellish waste.
What did I like Holdo a lot. But I also read a novel called Leia, Princess of Alderaan by Claudia Gray. And it's about a young Leia when she first learns about the rebellion against the Empire. And in it, she is when she meets Admiral Holdo. So they're actually childhood friends. So I liked Holdo a lot in the movie, but that was because I had some background on her, and she wasn't like just a super random character for me.
Must be an updraft here. I don't want to land in the sea.
I don't want you to land in the sea either. I'm not going to make you land in the sea. I can understand, like, if you watched The Last Jedi and you didn't like Holdo a lot, like, I can super understand it, because there really wasn't a whole lot of character for her in the movie.
Must be an updraft here.
Okay, so I can't keep going on the map. Some people do think that Kennedy is forcing women into Star Wars. A lot of that is really to do with there's just not a lot of women in Star Wars as main roles. I think it confuses people. Oh, yes. So Monday, we're going to have the Port Haven Streamcast like we usually do at 3, which is kind of an unusual time for us. And we're talking with an author by the name of Adam Christopher. We have done a text interview with him. We have an article on port-haven.com. That's an interview with him. He wrote for Star Wars A Certain Point of View, which is a book of short stories. And we did an article interview with him, which was really cool. He's a really cool guy. He's been friends with us on Twitter.
Must be an updraft here.
And he is going to come and chat with us live and talk with us about basically writing intellectual property in general.
Must be an updraft here.
Because he's written, I know this is indie. He's written novels for Dishonored. He's written 3 Dishonored novels, I think, and 2 novels for the TV show Elementary. So he's written a lot of intellectual property stuff. So we're pretty excited to talk to him. Where am I even going? Okay, the next time I land, I'm going to try to look at this map that I have. Lando's back in 9. My thoughts. I'm happy. I think it'll be good to have him back. I do not think Kathleen Kennedy hates men. She is currently married to a man and has been married to the same man for a very long time.
Must be an updraft.
She also works with primarily men. There's never been a female director of a Star Wars movie. So, you know, she's kind of like a lone wolf there. So I just don't think anybody's taking her. I just want you to friggin' land, Indy. Just land somewhere. I don't care if there's enough draft. Go over here. The new Lando is Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. Depending on whether or not you know him first as a rapper or first as a actor. Which Lando will be better? Which Lando will be more Lando?
Must be an
I
updraft
don't think
here.
anyone can ever really outdo Billy D. Williams, to be honest.
Must be an updraft
I know
here.
there's a freaking updraft. Just go some. I have no idea how to make you go in any other direction. I'm gonna have to like look up how to control this thing because I really don't understand. Clearly, this compass here in the bottom right is supposed to be telling me wind direction, and it's supposed to be useful in some way. But I don't know.
Must be an updraft here.
Yeah, he was in Community.
Must.
What do you think people were upset by Luke's arc in The Last Jedi? I think most people were mad. There's two things. One, I think a lot of people are here. I'm gonna look up hot air balloon controls. This is getting ridiculous and not entertaining for anyone to watch. I think people were upset. Hold on. And the fate of Atlantis. Hot air balloon. Also, I think Donald Glover is in. Isn't he in Atlanta? Like not like is he physically in the city of Atlanta, but I think he's in the show called that. I think people are upset with Luke because they didn't like the idea that he went off and became a hermit, and I think people were also upset because they didn't like the idea that he tried to kill Kylo in his sleep. And I have arguments for or against that, and I might do some videos on that later. Balloon ride, yes. So I want 3, 4.
Must be an updraft here.
Hold on. I'm getting really sick of hearing about this updraft. Once you're airborne in the balloon, you can either vent hydrogen or drop ballast. Doing one of those two actions will make you turn in a... Oh, make me turn in a direction. Once you figure out how to navigate, look for nomad camps. Okay. I don't want to know too much. Okay, so venting hydrogen or dropping ballast makes me move in a direction. I thought it made me go up or down. We're just gonna float over here in this other map. So, what is venting? It must make me fight against the wind. This is just very complicated. So currently, venting hydrogen is making me go... Okay, I'm dropping ballast. Now I want to vent. Okay. Oh, every time I click it... Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. See, I'm changing the direction. I get it. I'm changing the direction by whether or not I'm venting. Okay, but how do I land? Oh, okay. Apparently the game's gonna solve that problem for me.
Must.
Okay. This is not in any way intuitive. Okay, I'm sorry. I've missed a lot of comments because I was looking up how to fly this frickin' thing. Actually, I have one question. Just the spirit projector or whatever Luke did. Is that something he did on his own and could have done at any point, or was he only doing it because of where he was? That is a good question. That is a very good question. So, I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's, I think that Luke could have done it at any point. I think the idea is it was so taxing on him to do it that that's part of why he died. Like, he basically drained himself of the ability to keep doing anything. And it was probably in part facilitated by where he was. At least a little bit. I think that's part of it. Oh, well, Yoda's dead. So Yoda's not projecting himself from wherever Yoda is.
Must be an air pocket here.
Yoda is dead.
Must be.
So that's what's going on there. Like they're not like in their retirement home or something and talking to him. They're just kind of hanging out and being dead and stuff. So it's not really the same kind of power. Do I think Dave Filoni could take over Star Wars? No, I don't. I mean, maybe one day, but I don't think it's going to happen soon. And what do I think of Trump? I work at a news station. I talk about current events, which includes Donald Trump, for 40 hours a week. And I do not comment on politics unless I'm getting paid to. So, you're just going to have to go through life not knowing what I think of Donald Trump. There's no farm up north for Yodas. Is there a way I can make this thing go faster? Okay. Now let's go north and see what happens.
Must be an updraft here.
I'm supposed to find a nomad camp, and it's going to have like an X on it. Star Wars is not dying, and Solo did not fail. There's no freaking way Star Wars is dying. Solo had underperforming numbers because I had to do a lot of reshoots. I ate like a whole bag of popcorn at work today. I'm not even ashamed. This is the most boring thing I have ever done in a video game. Like, for real, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Once you're airborne, you can either vent hydrogen or drop ballast. Doing one of these will turn direction. I figured that out. Once you figure out how to navigate using the balloon, look for a nomad camp in the desert. When you find one, land and ask... Oh, okay, I gotta be able to land. I don't know how to land. Like, that's my problem. I don't know how to land. Nope, come back. Stay on this map, please. Can I turn the volume up? I could, but there's nothing to hear. Let me turn it up for you.
Must be an updraft here.
How the F do you land this balloon? Oh, there we go. Someone's asking how to land the balloon. Answer. Oh, and then he came back with no need to answer. I just figured it out. Well, I didn't figure it out. Somebody needs to come back and tell me how to land the balloon. Okay, this camp. Take me to this camp. Nope, nope, nope. Or this one. That one's also acceptable. I don't know how to land the balloon. How to land. Does anyone know how to land this balloon? What is SWJ anyway? That stands for Social Justice Warrior. So it's a term used to, if I just fly over it, will I land?
Must be an updraft here.
It's just a term used for, like, people who want to push, like, a more progressive viewpoint. But a lot of times it's used derogatorily for, like, somebody who's just so upset about it, they just, like, yell at you and make you feel terrible. Which I'm not really about. Like, I'm pro diversity and rep matters and whatnot. I'm anti yelling at
Must be an
anyone for
updraft
any
here.
particular reason.
Must be an updraft
But
here.
social justice warrior is a lot like the word feminist. There's a lot of people who are one and are yelly about it, and there's a lot of people who are one and they're like super cool. And so it just depends. I just want to know how to land this friggin' balloon. If I do I click on the balloon? This entire stream is going to be me figuring out how to land this balloon, and it's going to make me really upset. Okay, we're going to click on a video and see if this helps. Congratulations, Karina Bob. You are now a guest on my stream. Got in the balloon. Do you figure out how to land it? How do you land, though? What happened in Fortnite, Bear? Okay, so venting hydrogen seems to make me go lower.
Must be an updraft here.
But also seems this is just really friggin' annoying. Okay. So basically, venting hydrogen makes me turn one way and go down, and dropping ballast makes me turn the other way and go up. So you spiral. So this is gonna be fun. We're gonna figure this out. This is just the best gameplay I personally have ever experienced. I don't know about you guys. So if I just click this a lot and spiral, okay. I'm going lower, that's good. Lower is good. You also go faster, apparently. These are the actual worst controls I've ever played. I'm gonna crash in a mountain and it's gonna be great. Okay, well I landed nowhere near where I wanted to.
Stay here and guard the balloon. The only mark on this map is one big X.
Okay. Use balloon. Try to get to, from what I'm reading, I need to get to literally any nomad camp will do. I think there's another one up here. Go there. Go to that nomad camp, please. Let's see if this will work, guys. Land, 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 land. Hey, we landed in a camp. Oh my gosh, it only took half an hour.
Stay here and guard the balloon.
I've been doing this for half an hour. It's fine. We're just gonna go talk to this nomad.
Hello there.
Hello there. He's like Obi-Wan. Have you ever heard of a place called
You ever
Atlantis?
hear of a place called Atlantis?
Yeah, it's down the street. What do you think of this map?
What do you make of this map?
This X is to the south and considerably to the east.
Great.
Thanks for the information.
You're awesome. Okay. I guess I gotta get back in the stupid balloon and do this again. Huge balloon. I'm excited for Resistance. I'm not the biggest fan of the animation style. But that's okay. That doesn't bother me a whole lot. I've liked the other animation styles, and I get that they just want to try something different. So that's cool. But I'm looking forward to the show. I think it'll be good. It'll be something unlike we've had before. I actually have 2 videos on Resistance on the channel if you want to check them out. One's a look at the first like 60-second trailer, and the other one's a look at the Meet Team Fireball. I don't think it could have hurt Solo to come out in December, to be honest. I think Solo had a big problem with it just came out at a really cluttered time. Okay, let's see if this plays. Down here is the place. Well, I think it's a good thing. Like, I wasn't, like, I read a message from somebody a ways back, and it was, she was taking her father to
Stay
see
here. Regard the
Rogue
balloon.
One. And, they are, I don't know if they are I don't know if they are Mexican or just of Mexican descent, but she said she took her father to see Rogue One, and Diego Luna got to keep his natural accent in Rogue One, and her father had never seen an American movie where somebody got to keep like their accent, and like Diego Luna's character meant so much to him. And, you know, I don't see the harm. I don't see why something that means so much to someone and hurts me zero is a bad thing. I don't see why that's a thing I should be upset about. And so just like including one person and letting them keep one trait about themselves literally becomes one of the most inspiring things another person can see. And when something takes no effort on your part, but can mean so much to someone else, you should do it.
Stay here and guard the balloon.
So, like, I used to be very, like, I was never against diversity, but I didn't fully comprehend the, like, why do we need to, like, have, like, a checklist of things, until I read that story. And then I was like, you know what? This is why we need the checklist of things. It's for this fellow right here. And that kind of changed my mind on things. Alright, let's land in this camp. Come on! Yeah! We landed in the camp, guys. Why did Rose get so much hate? I honestly
Stay here.
don't
Regard
know.
the balloon.
Kelly Marie Tran is amazing, the actress who played her. I really like her a lot. She's a really good person to have. I was not the biggest fan of Rose myself. I don't hate Rose by any stretch of the imagination.
Hello there.
She doesn't really bother me that she's there, but she didn't do anything for me. But I think she's just like so genuine that it kind of freaked people out, I guess.
What do you make of this map?
I mean, in a way, Rose is kind of like represents
very
the audience.
close to
like,
the
she's
side.
this person who's like fangirls over Finn.
This
Finn's like the big
X
deal in the Resistance.
A little to the
And then
south,
she realizes that the person she idolizes isn't who she thought it was.
slightly to the east.
And she gets cranky about it.
Thanks for the
I
information.
mean, Rose is literally the angry Star Wars fan. Whoops, I was not paying attention to what this guy said at all.
Hello again.
Like she sees this thing that she idolizes, and it's not what she wanted. And then she got pissy about it.
Have you seen anyone digging around here?
Like, that's exactly what Star Wars fans are like.
Well, I have seen foreigners with
I think
trucks
people
and
just didn't
equipment.
like the movie saying something about them.
Trucks? Equipment? Where?
It's hard to remember. The desert all
Chirrut
looks
is amazing.
the same,
I love
you know?
Chirrut. I would say for me, it's a
Could you
tie
help me with this
between
map
Chirrut
again?
and Krennic. I like Krennic a lot too.
Pay attention, Effendi. That X is a little to the
A
south
little to the south. Okay.
and
And
slightly to the east.
slightly east. Okay, we're almost there,
Thanks
guys.
for the information.
We're almost there. Krennic Master Race. Oh, hey, look, there's an X. I think that's where we need to go, guys. Hello, Fat Batman. It's great to have you here. Django and I often have debates about Krennic, because I know I'm going the wrong way here, hold on. He's very much Team Tarkin, and I'm very much Team Krennic. I hope you're doing well. You're back in, your semester started up, right? How's it been going? Have you been liking the classes you have and stuff? Keeping busy? We haven't been streaming much here, so you haven't been missing a whole lot, if you've been looking for us, because my internet's been acting up.
Stay here and guard the balloon.
And it looks like it's better. Guy came out to look at my internet and tried to tell me why it wasn't working, and he was the first one to, like, bother to go outside and look. And he realized, crap, he realized that, we had a cable that was, like, stripped, so...
Stay here and guard the balloon.
Work on that. This is the actual worst thing I've ever played in a video game. I'm still gonna say it right now. I cannot believe we are still trying to use the stupid hot air balloon. Like, you cannot tell me there was not an easier way to do this. Okay. We're gonna get this figured out. Whoops, wrong way. Go this way.
Must be an updraft here.
Nope, 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 nope. I will read your comment in a section.
Must be
in
an
a second.
updraft.
I'm trying to trying to fly a balloon and it's hard. I thought that guy told me it was slightly east and it's super not. Okay, well.
Must be an
there goes
updraft
that
here.
theory. Supposedly I was just supposed to fly over it. Okay. Go lower. Nope, nope. It's gonna shoot me out.
Must be an updraft
It's
here.
gonna shoot me there. Okay. So we're just gonna go past it and then try to go down again. It did. My classes are all pretty great. Made a handful of friends, which is rare because you're super antisocial. Yeah, but college is like the best place to make friends. You haven't had too much work yet. Oh, that will definitely change soon enough. But yeah. No, college is fun. I enjoyed it, which is probably a good thing considering I'm still paying for it. I would hope I would have enjoyed it. This is super not where the red X is.
Stay here and guard the balloon.
No, don't walk. Use the balloon. This X is like right by the where he keeps saying like there must be an updraft here is because I don't want to land again. That's like the edge of the map. Like you can't actually go any further. And like the end game world. Guard the balloon. Yeah, it's just like stay here and guard the balloon from friggin' what is what I want to know. See, it keeps sending me north. Like this is the frustrating part. I need to go south. This is not what I want. Game. Okay, we're gonna travel this way. Can you be Fat Green Lantern? That's great. That's really funny. Okay, guys. This is better. This is better. After this, I better get a friggin' like hot air balloon license. Oh, hey! Well, that's convenient. We just got shot out of this. It's almost as if there's bad guys where we were trying to go. Stupid bad
I've
guys.
seen better landings.
Him too.
Okay. Let's look at the map.
The only mark on this map is one big X.
Well, whatever. We know that now. Are you gonna stay and guard the balloon? Stay on target? I think he did get flattened. I'm not quite sure how that works. Okay. Vast, uncrossable desert. Walk to dig site. Okay, there we go. Dig site sounds better. All right, guys. 40 minutes later, we managed to fly the balloon.
Look what we found, an abandoned dig site.
Was he the only guy? Like, one guy shot us out of the air?
Wait, where are you going?
I sense the presence of Nurab Sal.
Oh yeah, for those of you following
I
along at
should have
home,
guessed.
that's her like demon source of
Hold on,
information. I
Sophia.
don't know. Oh great, she fell down a hole. Indy.
Sophia! Uh-oh.
All right, back to puzzling. Okay, we're gonna save the game. Because I'm not doing that again. Okay. Let's examine the truck. Look at hood.
It covers the engine.
Well, no frickin' duh. Look at door.
It's a door.
Okay, can you use the
That
door?
doesn't seem to work.
Can you open the door? Sweet. But it didn't do anything. Alright. I'm presuming I need to find a rope.
What a hunk of junk.
Okay. The fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy.
That's where the gas is.
Well, no frickin' duh. And then they call it abandoned. Listen here, Reddit lady. I spent 37 years flying this thing around and literally just crushed a man to death. I don't need your sass right now. That's really how I feel right now. You think Kennedy is forcing more Omen in Star Wars? I mean, I'm going to give you points because that's basically a question you already asked me, but you kind of made it relevant to what, like, the spelling of things that are going on now. But I super did already answer that question. Indy seems remarkably calm about... Yeah, right? He's super not worried about it at all. It's fine. Let's go to these tents. Let's see what's up in the tents. By the literal Earth. I like that. The literal Earth. As opposed to the figurative Earth. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da. Does anybody have a rope? Oh, hey, a ladder. Can I just, like, go down? Do I have a light of any sort? I don't. Okay. Well, if I can find a light, I can look around down here. Let's keep walking to the tents. Can I go in them? Can you open the tent?
It doesn't seem to open.
Can you use the tent?
I don't think that'll work.
Can you pick up the tent?
I can't pick that up.
Okay. Let's walk to these tents. BRB, that's cool. Indy seems removed, but to be fair, it's not the strongest. That's true. This is not the strangest thing he's ever seen.
I don't think that'll work.
Okay. I want to go. Can you push the tent?
I can't move it.
Okay. Can you talk to the tent? No. Can you give the tent? What do I even freaking have? I have a sunstone, I have a map, I have a dialogue. Okay. Use the tent.
I don't think that'll work.
What is around here? Tents. That looks like a clothesline. Like, can I use the clothesline? Okay. There's got to be something I'm not clicking on that I can click on. pick up. I got an idea. Okay, I can't pick up anything on the truck. Can I use truck?
The engine won't start for some reason.
Okay. What about gas tank? Use. Okay, I can't. Wait, I saw it. It exists. Use gas tank with, I don't know, the sunstone?
That doesn't seem to work.
Okay. So judging by the game, I take it you're an indie fan. How did I feel about the Crystal Skull? Okay, I enjoyed the Crystal Skull. Now, mind you, I haven't watched it in a long time, but I saw it in theaters. And, like, I completely understand what people don't like about it.
I better not get too near that hole. It could be useful in the right spot.
I really do. Use whip. Can I use the whip with the hole?
I can't. There's a table blocking the way.
Okay. Can I pull the table?
I don't think that'll work.
No. Can I push the table?
I can't move it.
Can I pull the table?
I can't move it.
Okay. Can I pick up the table?
I can't move it.
Okay. So anyway, sorry. I liked it. I totally get why people wouldn't like it, and I don't really begrudge anybody for having a problem with it. I think people's biggest problem is for some reason they didn't like the aliens in it.
I don't think that'll work.
And to me, it made total sense.
It doesn't seem to open.
Because, like, in Indiana Jones, the myth was always true, right? The Ark of the Covenant really worked. In Temple of Doom, there was, like, actual Temples of Doom.
I don't think that'll work.
The Holy Grail worked. So when they brought in aliens, I was super unsurprised that the aliens were real. And then you kind of, like, factor in, you know, it's George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, and then you're surprised there's aliens, you know. What do you think? What do you think Holdo costume? What do I think the Holdo costume was supposed to mean? Is that what you're asking me? And if so, I don't know. No, yeah, Indy is being super useless. Sarge, I'm so glad you're back. Can you help me figure out what to do here? I can't move the table. Okay, let's go back down to this ladder one more time. And Sarge, I was weeping openly. You can ask anyone. Wait, what? Walk to sharp wood thing. That sounds like a great idea. Use sharp wood thing. No. Okay, how about pick up sharp wood thing. Hey, look, we have a sharp wood thing now. Come over here. Pick up long tubular thing. Yeah. Oh, it's getting a little brighter now that I'm walking in here. Oh, hey, these are pieces to things. Pick up metal thing.
It's too heavy to pick up.
Okay, well, we're not going to be picking that up. Can we push metal thing?
I can't move it.
No, okay. Walk to wall. What did you think of Crystal Skull? Anybody, really?
I can't move it. It feels like a wall.
Oh, the wall feels like a wall. That's great. You thought the whole knowledge being a treasure thing was a bit cliche, but your personal... Oh, yeah, that's the thing. I think that's fair. I like Shia LaBeouf, but I feel like him trying to... Like, and I feel terrible saying this, but, like, I just don't think he was cut out to be a leading man. Like, I think he's really good, but not in that kind of role, if that makes sense. And so I think you're right. I think it would have helped a lot to have somebody else be Indy's kid. In general, I thought his character was a bit odd. Okay, so metal thing. Metal thing, I think, is a Whoa, what? No. Oh, that was, I just saw that, that's all. Okay, so now the brightness is kind of better, so that's cool. There seems to be a drawing on this wall. Sorry. Yeah, his casting was a product at the time, so I think you're right. So that looks like a thing. Okay, how about we use hose with the metal thing?
I don't think that'll do any good.
Okay, what if we use the sharp rib with the thing? Okay, no. I think some of the pieces I just picked up go to the car. What if we just use the metal thing? Use the metal thing with the sunstone.
I don't think that'll do any good.
Okay. I'm not seeing anything else interact here, so I'm probably gonna pop back up to the car because I think I can use. Wait. What do we say? Walk to blunt wood thing. It's really descriptive. Use.
I don't think that'll work.
Oh, okay. But now we have a wooden peg, so that's cool. Oh, I see how this works. Okay. Is there anything else clickable down here? Okay, let's go put the wooden peg. Of the 4 films, Crystal Skull is your least favorite, but that's also just because, right, exactly. Last Crusade and Raiders, yes. I think Last Crusade is my favorite, and I know most people say Raiders, but
I don't think that'll do any good.
I think Last Crusade is my favorite just because Sean Connery. Oh, yeah, Temple of Doom. I like Temple of Doom. There's an episode of the Clone Wars on the Netflix episodes that's basically Temple of Doom, only instead of Indiana Jones, it's Mace Windu and Jar Jar Binks. And I think that's amazing. Okay. Use hose with clay jar.
I don't think that'll work.
Use hose. Can we siphon some gas out of the gas tank? Okay, hey, look, that did a thing. That did a thing. Okay. Use clay jar with the end of the hose.
That's enough. The jar is full.
Sweet, we have a jar full of gas. I think I know what's going on here. I think I know what's going on here. Now let's go back down to the ladder. What were Lucas's ideas for episode 7? I think he was gonna get into like stuff with the wills and stuff, right? I think he was gonna get into some Force Origin stuff. I remember seeing the article. I didn't get too into it, just because it really doesn't matter because Lucas isn't making episode 7. You know what I mean? Okay, use gas-filled jar with metal thing. I think the metal thing is a generator.
I don't think that'll do any good.
It's super will, though. Okay. Use wooden peg with gas-filled jar.
I don't think that'll work.
Hey, game, you gotta give me some kind of light here. There's something I gotta do with this metal thing. And the metal thing, I think... The metal thing, I think, is a generator, and it's gonna make that hook work. I think that's what's going on. Use sharp rib with metal thing.
I don't think that'll do any good.
Well, I've tried all the things with the metal thing, so that can't be it. Let's go back to the truck. Is your favorite? You love Sean Connery, as well as The Legend of the Grail, the 3 challenges, yep, the castle part, yep, Indy's origin. Yeah, you know, I've never watched Young Indiana Jones, have you? I've always been interested. If it ever popped up on Netflix or something, I'd probably give it a try. I just haven't been interested enough to, like, hunt it down, I guess. Open the hood. Hey! Pick up spark plug?
It won't come out.
Okay. Use.
That doesn't seem to work.
Okay. Can we just use...
I don't think that'll
Use
work.
the spark plug with the engine. Okay.
I already have it.
Pick up.
It won't come out. It doesn't seem to open.
Yeah, I know. I need to see one of these times too.
There's a plug missing.
Oh, wait. Use.
That doesn't seem to work.
Okay, so there's a plug missing, but I already have a spark plug. And I just siphon the gas out. Can I pick up the hose again? I can, okay. Funnily enough, I have 2 videos already on this channel on Is Star Wars Too Political? Super handy. If you want to go check those out, I will forgive you leaving the stream if you want to go watch them. Let's go back down, see if we can figure out anything else on here. Also, is Indy 5 still happening? I think it's still happening, but there's just not a lot of information on it. To be honest. Well, thank you, Fat Batman. I appreciate that. What do I think the politics of the new Star Wars films are? Man, I think it's the same politics that has always been Star Wars, which is with a little metal thing. Hold on. Pick up little metal.
I can't pick that up.
Use little metal thing. What is a little metal thing?
Nothing's happening. Maybe it's out of gas.
Right, I know. I'm trying to use gas-filled jar with metal thing.
I don't think that'll do any good.
Okay. Use hose with gas-filled jar.
I don't think that'll work.
Use gas-filled jar with little metal thing?
I don't think that'll work.
This is driving me crazy. I think it's the same as just standing up to tyranny, basically. I don't think there's like, I mean, Star Wars isn't like a Republican or a Democrat or like a Tory or a Labor. It's just saying what it's saying, you know? Okay, so there's a metal thing and a little metal thing. And it seems to need gas, which I have.
It's a particularly sharp ship rib. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll do any good.
Oh, okay. I'm getting really frustrated here. This is clearly a generator. Oh yeah, I see there's the body of a ship down here. Okay, I get you. Is there something else down here I haven't found? Nolan, I need your help. Holy crap, I cannot figure out what I'm doing here. Like, I need you to help me figure out what the frick is going on. Okay, we'll go back out. I'll explain the situation. We're at a dig site. This is underground at a dig site. The chick is here, but she fell down a hole, and I'm trying to figure out how to get her out of the hole. This is the basement. It's very hard to see, and as near as I can tell, there's no way for me to turn a light on. I don't think. Can I interact with this thing back here? No. There's a thing over here there's a thing over here called Metal Thing. Metal Thing appears to be some sort of generator. There's also, so like if I do touch.
It feels like a portable generator.
See, it feels like a portable generator. And then I can touch There's a little metal thing. Oh, now it says portable
It feels
generator.
like a portable generator.
Now that I know that it's called a portable generator, can I now use the gas
I don't think that'll do
Nope,
any good.
Okay. I have gas. Now there's a little metal thing here somewhere. Where did the little metal thing go? Maybe now it's, oh, walk to metal cap? Oh, it's a metal cap. Okay, so apparently, because it's dark, I can't see what anything is, which is why I now have a touch command instead of a look at command. But apparently I have to touch a thing to figure out what it is. So now that I know that it's a metal cap, can I open the metal cap?
Now it's open.
I hate this game. Oh, also, Nolan, you missed 40 minutes of me not being able to fly a hot air balloon. For the record. Can I use it with... Yes. Oh my gosh.
I've emptied a jar into the pipe.
Great. Use the generator. Okay. Close the gas filler
Now it's
pipe.
closed.
Okay. Use... Wait, now there's still a metal thing? I saw it. What is going on here? Could have sworn I saw a metal thing again. I don't know if it was a glitch. Okay. Use portable generator with what?
That doesn't seem to work.
Okay, I can't use it with the gas cap. Oh, yeah, I opened the thing. I did crush a guy to death with a balloon. That was pretty awesome. Yeah, Nolan, I can't play this game without you, clearly. Does this work?
I don't think that'll do any
Yeah, I
good.
didn't think so. Use... Where's the little metal thing? Is it the switch? Okay, the little metal thing was the switch. Okay, now I can see. Great. That's awesome. And look, now I have look at instead of touch. Okay. That was needlessly complicated. Look at painting.
It's a painting of a chest or ark. I've seen that before.
I bet you have, Indy. Both an arc and a chest. Yeah. We got over here. Walk over to crumbling wall. Look at crumbling wall.
It's a crumbling rock wall.
Thank you for that.
It's a particularly sharp ship rib.
Use sharp rib with crumbling wall.
There's a mural behind this crumbling rock.
Heck yeah! I'm figuring out crap. Okay. Look at the mural.
It's a map of the island of Crete with a hole in the middle. Didn't I read about that in the Lost Dialogue?
I don't know. Do you want me to read the friggin' Lost Dialogue again? Because I sure don't. Okay, who sees something about Crete? I didn't see anything about Crete. The Ryan Johnson's trilogy is still happening. I don't think Canto Bight was anti-capitalist. To be honest, I think it was against war profiteering, but I don't think war profiteering and capitalism are intrinsically the same thing. Thank you, Nolan. I enjoyed making that. Can I turn my mic? Oh, you want my mic up? Yeah, I can turn my mic up if you want. Am I quiet? Is that better? Is there anything in here about Crete? Can I push the mural?
I can't move it.
Okay. Can I open the mural?
Doesn't seem to open.
There's a hole in it. Can I use the wooden peg with the mural? Did that do anything?
It's the wooden peg inserted into the hole in the map.
Well, thanks, Indy. You're so useful. I mean, I certainly understand that, being mad until you play Spider-Man.
Is that a ball these figures are tossing around? Or a stone disc?
That's a good question. Oh, it's probably this stone disc that I have. That's my guess. Okay, can I pick up the peg in the hole? Okay, we'll take that out. Use ship rib with mural.
I already scraped off as much as I dare.
Okay, that doesn't work. I don't know if that's useful. It's just like the last time I did that, it made a noise. So we'll just leave that there. I don't particularly care. Let's go up and see if anything happened. Okay, she's still stuck in this hole. Yeah, and to be honest, I actually made a video. One of my 2 politics videos was about Canto Bight. And yeah, I think that's the thing is, it basically said these are a bunch of people who get rich off of selling to both sides in the war. You know, like that's just a thing. It's not necessarily
I don't think that'll work.
anti-capitalist, like I said.
I don't think that'll work.
Okay, if I start looking
I can't see in. There's a table blocking the way.
Okay, look at the table.
It's jammed in the hole.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a particularly sharp ship rib.
Use sharp rib with the table.
I don't think that'll work.
Use hose with table.
I don't think that'll work.
Use whip with the table.
I don't think that'll work.
Can I put the sunstone on the wooden... You are a genius. I'll go try that. That's a great idea. Why did Holdo not tell Poe the plan? Probably because she felt like Poe didn't respect her leadership. And she wanted to put him in his place. I tried pulling the table earlier, Nolan, and it said it didn't move. I can try it again if this doesn't work. Funnily enough, I know I keep saying this to you, and I'm sorry, but I actually have a video on the Poe-Holdo debate, where I talk about how I think a lot of what's going on with... Oh, Fat Batman, you're a genius. Punch the table, it's a great idea. Okay, now that I've done that... Well, hello. Setting sun, darkness, rising sun, noon sun. Ooh, okay. Setting sun, what does this do?
That didn't do anything.
Oh, I think this book says something about that. But yeah, I have a video about it, but basically I talk about how the reason why Poe and Holdo both are so cranky is because The Last Jedi takes place, like, literally days, really, after The Force Awakens. Or maybe not days, but there's not much time that passes. And in The Force Awakens, the entire New Republic was wiped out. Like, the First Order killed, like, 5 planets. And we don't necessarily feel that because we're 2 years disconnected from that event happening. But if you think about this, how the characters would see it, they would be freshly off of mourning whole planets dying and a whole government dying. So Holdo... It isn't about how she feels about Poe, it's about she's in charge of a group of people where there's not a lot of people left, and somebody's just not following her orders, and she's kind of got to put him into place. I don't think Holdo was entirely correct in The Last Jedi. I don't think Poe was correct in The Last Jedi. I don't think either of them are supposed to be correct. I think that it kind of... I think it's more nuanced than one of them was right and one of them was wrong. Okay, now I have the Greek there. Okay, so let's see if there's anything in here about where the sun is. Likewise, so that's where it is. Maybe men can travel. So, glorious Atlantis was found 2 colony. Great kingdom was opened with its age of special stones. At many outposts, a sunstone sufficed. It would, if morning light warmed the tall horns at the greater colony. Moonstone is also needed with the noon sun. Okay. Okay, so let's try morning light. Let's try this. Look at the stone disk. See, that's setting sun. That's rising sun.
That didn't do anything.
Well, okay. So much for that idea. Or maybe I'm at the greater colony and I need the moonstone. Yeah, any problem can be solved with punching. You are correct. Okay, let's just try all of them.
That didn't do anything.
Okay. I think we've not tried noon sun.
That didn't do anything.
Well, this is not doing anything. I do think Holdo had some commentary on real world issues, but I don't think... In my politics videos, I talk about how Star Wars is political in a broad spectrum, but it's not topical. So I think Holdo's character says things, but I don't think it's saying anything about, like, America in 2017. Like, I don't think it's that specific. Okay. This is not doing anything. Let's go over here and look at this mirror one more time. Look at this.
Is that a ball these figures are
That's
tossing
clearly
around?
the sunstone.
Or a stone disc?
Is there any clue about this picture that I'm not understanding? Okay, let's go back up and out and see if we can work on this table. I also can't figure out a way to interact with the tents, so that's fun. Okay, so here's the table. Walk to table. Look at the table.
It's jammed in the hole.
I figured that out. Push the table.
I can't move it.
Pull the table.
I can't move it.
Pick up the table.
I can't move
Nope.
it.
Okay.
It won't come out.
Do you think... What do you think Holdo could be a comment on? I mean, probably just, like, people's perception of authority.
The engine's missing a spark plug and a distributor cap.
Okay, so if I can find those things, I can do something with the engine. That's cool. The truck is broken down. I gotta find a spark plug and a distributor cap, which could be in some of these tents, but I can't figure out how to get into any of the tents. So I feel like there's gotta be something with these tents, but for some reason I can't go in them. Okay, real quick, I'm just gonna try something that's probably not gonna work, but we're just gonna try it anyway. We're just gonna try everything in the middle.
That didn't do anything.
There's like 8 of these.
That didn't do anything.
We're just gonna try all of them. That would be pretty insane if he was. Not gonna lie.
I didn't do anything.
That would blow my mind.
I didn't do anything.
It's gonna be a whole lot of not doing anything.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Come on.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Once more, and I think I'll have done all of them.
I didn't do anything.
That doesn't do anything. It's possible we need a moon disk, because it said like the sun disk would work at some places, but in other places you need the moon disk. So the moon disk is making me think that that's a part of like getting her out of the hole. But for that I gotta figure out what I need to do. Okay. There's nothing really else to do here. I'm thinking maybe I gotta figure out how to interact with the tents. Maybe that'll solve some of my problems. Right, because like I can walk to the tents, but it doesn't do anything. Use tents.
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. It doesn't seem to open.
Open tents.
It doesn't seem to open.
Look at the tents.
The tents are empty. The whole place looks abandoned.
I don't see anything else I can interact with. Can I walk back this way? I read the Star Wars Marvel comics. I'm a little bit behind on them. But I have read a lot of the Marvel Star Wars comics. I don't read a lot of other comics. Not really for lack of interest, but just lack of time. Hey look, I've gone live, guys.
I don't think that'll work.
So there is a spark plug, and yet it's missing one. I don't know. Me? I'm 28. How old are you?
Sophia?
Hey, look, I can talk to her.
Are you okay? Good. I'll have you out in no time.
Alright, it's fine. I don't need to hear her back, I guess. Talk to Hole.
Sophia?
You are 20? That's cool.
Did you find Nurab's Sal down there?
Ah, we're funny.
Could you speak up? I didn't catch that.
Okay, what am I missing now, guys? Somebody help me. What am I missing now? See here, it says at many outposts, a sunstone sufficed, if the morning light warmed the tall horns. At the Grainer colony, moonstone was also needed, with the noon sun rising above the full moon. To approach Atlantis itself, a world stone was required, with darkness ruling over the old city without any challenge. Final entrance yielded only to contrary minds. You want to see something? Okay, I'll go down there. If I get the right equipment, would you mind coming on a live stream with you? It would depend on what you were playing. Da, 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 da. Oh, just like to talk. Oh, kind of like the streamcast we do. I would consider it. Okay, Nolan, what do you want me to do at the disc? Can I use something else with it, maybe?
I don't think that'll work.
Let's put this back on. Oh, hey, there's a button.
That didn't do anything.
Holy crap, guys! Hold on. I figured some out. I figured some out. Is that settings done? Okay. You can friggin' click this.
Sophia?
Well, that was
I thought you were going to leave me in there.
Believe me, I was tempted.
Lucky you didn't. Here's something we may need.
Well, there you go.
A distributor cap.
It fell on my head when I sank into the hole.
It's another case of,
And that's not all.
I figured
Look.
it out, but I didn't. Do you also have a spark plug?
What is it?
It's an amberfish on a string.
Oh, I've always wanted an amberfish on a
I
string.
can see that. What does it do?
How should I know? I suppose you've come up with something more interesting.
Maybe. Look where the sunstone is centered on the mural. The island of Crete.
I'll answer your question in just a second, guys. I want to
I'll
let them
bet
talk.
Crete is where we'll find the greater colony of Atlantis Plato mentioned.
We need the moonstone.
That sounds possible. Let's go.
How? Oh, because we're going to get in the car now. Okay, that makes sense. Why did Holdo have purple hair and... I don't know what else you're asking. She had purple hair just because she likes to be snazzy. In the, screw it, we're leaving the generator on because we don't care. Indiana Jones and the Temple of I don't think that'll work.
Oh, right.
Fat Batman, I'm gonna steal that for, like, the name of the stream.
Got it.
I seriously am. That made my day. If you read Leia, Princess of Alderaan, you learn that Holdo just likes to be fashion forward, basically. I highly recommend that book, by the way. It was really, really good. I think Krennic's in it, but he's not mentioned by name. Use distributor cap with the engine.
It fits.
Okay, cool. Can we use it now? Okay, so close.
Doesn't seem to close.
No, close the hood. Close hood. Walk to door. Okay. Use truck.
The engine won't start for some reason.
Open the hood. Look at the
There's a plug missing.
There is a spark plug missing, but there is a spark plug. Was Holdo supposed to be... I mean, I presume Holdo is a feminist, but she's probably a feminist in the, like, actual... Yeah, I'll see if there's one on the generator, Nolan. That's a good idea. Apparently I need 2 spark plugs. I think Holdo is probably a feminist in the, like, strict definition in that she believes in men and women being equal. I think there's a lot of people that are accusing her of being the type of feminist that doesn't want men and women to be equal, that wants women to, like, have their time over men. But I don't think that's what she is. I mean, that's pretty much how it is. No, there's a guy in a white uniform that Leia sees. And there's no confirmation whatsoever that it is Krennic. But that's just my theory.
It's an on-off button.
Okay, thank you. Can you look at the generator?
It's a generator.
Well, thank you. Is there a spark plug on it? Oh, wait. Can we go in the secret door? Can we look around in here? There we go. Let's go in here. Nope.
Sophia already found all there is to find.
Hold on. There. Just saving the game real quick. Don't feel like doing all of this again. I think it's a good idea. I'm curious how they're going to use the footage in episode 9. I really am. But, I think it's a good middle ground if they can find a way to make it work with the story.
Now it's open.
Aha, now it's dark. So, Nolan, it's a good idea to get the spark plug from the generator, because I apparently need a second spark plug, but I don't know how to pull it out of there. My wondering is if I can use this peg to pretend it's a spark plug. Probably not, but it's worth a shot, right? Don't walk to hole, walk to here. I think no matter what they do...
That doesn't seem to work.
Is the amberfish on a string?
It's a weird amber fish on a string.
Use amberfish on a string.
It's pointing at Sophia's necklace.
Oh, hey!
It must be detecting the orichalcum residue.
That was really interesting and entirely not useful. Okay. $26. I'm trying to see, is there anything like in the back of the truck? Yeah, I feel like no matter what they did, it was going to be complicated. So I think they made a good choice. We're missing a spark plug. Where the frick could that spark plug be? Can never get into the tents. Do you have any ideas, Sophia?
Sophia?
Look, I'm grateful that you saved my life down there, but we don't have time for chit-chat. Let's head for Crete.
I can't because I don't have a spark plug. Like, what part of that do you not understand?
The tents are empty. The whole place looks abandoned. I don't think that'll work.
Where? I'm curious what they're gonna do, because I think what they might use is the deleted scenes of Leia and Maz talking.
I don't think that'll work.
What I'm trying to figure out is, do I
that'll
need a
work.
second spark plug? Oh, walk to crate, right? I'm trying to figure out if I'm supposed to, like...
It doesn't seem to open. I don't think that'll work.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm supposed to, like...
I can't move it.
Like, grab this spark plug?
I can't move it. I don't think that'll work.
Like, I'm getting... I don't even know. Alright, who's got ideas? Who's got ideas?
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. It's pointing at Sophia's necklace.
Okay, the items I have are the Dialogue of Plato, which basically we read for clues, so that I don't think that's going to be particularly useful. The stupid National Archaeology magazine that I've not been able to use for anything the entire game. The whip, gum, a balloon ticket to like get on their balloon, a map, a sharp rib, not like a human rib, but like a rib from a boat. We've already used the rib. I used the rib to like claw at the wall. I think you saw that. There's this urn, the clay jar. The clay jar is what I used for gas. There's a hose. There's the fish on a string. And there's the sunstone and the wooden peg. Collect all 6 infinity stones and use the space stone. Yeah, that would solve a lot of my problems. You're not wrong. I just don't know how people played games like this, like, before the internet. I really don't. Alright. I'm running out of ideas. Trying to see. I think I got somebody watching who's lurking. Just saw on the Twitter. Alright. Will the Knights of Ren... I hope the Knights of Ren show up at 9. I would really like that. Okay, I need ideas. Okay, let's go back down to the place. Basically, I need to find a spark plug. That's really what we're getting at. But no, I really hope the Knights of Ren show up in episode 9. I think that would be cool. There's a lot of speculation that the characters that keep adding, like Dom Monaghan, that he could be a Knight of Ren, which is plausible. I mean, Dom is similar in age to Adam Driver, and it would make sense that he would be another Knights of Ren. Go and try to open... Oh, try to open the generator. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Nolan. Where's the stupid button? Come on. Use. Where's the button? Use button. I want to be able to see. Thank you, game. Okay. Open. Oh, Nolan, I love you. Okay. Pick up spark plug.
I better turn the generator off first.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Nolan, you're the best. I cannot play this game without you. Pick up ceramics thing. That would be the spark plug. You are the actual best, Nolan. Thank you. Do you think Solo Boy... No, I don't think it did at all. I really don't think it did at all. Most of the people I talked to, like, didn't even realize Solo came out. It just came out at a bad time. Disney didn't advertise it for crap because Infinity War was coming out. Came out at the same time as Deadpool. If you look at box office numbers, other than, like, Infinity War... Like, box office numbers were pretty much down in the summer anyway.
A perfect fit.
Leave it off. I figured that out, Nolan. Matt Smith is going to be Krennic's long-lost son who's finally going to reappear to help the Resistance because the First Order is like the Empire killed his dad. I would be so okay with that. I would be so okay with that. Use truck. Use truck.
Let's book passage to Crete, Sophia.
Alright, that was really long and complicated. Holy crap. To Crete. We're gonna drive to Crete. We got in our car. We're driving over the water. And we're gonna get to Crete. Is L3E37? She probably is. All right. So I haven't been going that long. It's only been 90 minutes, but in about 20 minutes, I have to help my brother with something. So rather than continuing to play and getting caught in the middle of a thing, I think I'm going to actually call it here. Just because I don't want to get caught in things. Yeah, Nolan, again, once again, you were like the MVP. You and Fat Batman got me through this one for sure. So I super appreciate that. That was my issue. They should have done it in December. Yeah, I think if they did it in December, because you know, people who don't know Star Wars that well are just like, there's a new Star Wars movie, and they still think it's the last new Star Wars movie, you know. But I think I'm actually gonna call it here. It felt good to stream again. Like I said, my internet has been down. They finally figured out what the problem is. Well, not my upload internet, my download internet's been fine. They finally figured out what the problem is, and they put a band-aid on it. And so it's better right now, but it'll be a little while before it's all the way better. But thank you guys for coming out, because Infinity War was always going to be the biggest movie of the year. Like, that's not even a question. Like, anybody who thought Solo was going to match Infinity War's numbers anywhere close is just ridiculous. But thank you. Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern, we are going to have our streamcast, and we're going to have a guest named Adam Christopher, who's a super wonderful author who wrote one of the short stories in Star Wars from a certain point of view. And he also writes a lot of intellectual property type stuff anyway. He writes tie-in novels for different things. So we're going to just talk about the nature of tie-in material in general. And I'd love it if you guys could come and show him a good old chat time, show him what we're all about. But thank you guys for coming out. I've really been missing streaming, so I'm going to try to get back to this more, either on this one, or I have a side channel, which you can find. It's listed on our main channel page somewhere, where sometimes I do off-topic games. But anyway, as always, it was great seeing you guys. We have more fun stuff along the way, and I will see you guys around at the next thing.